So I'm not doing it to trend. I'm doing it to serve. I'm doing it to help other people. So it's not just a business. It is a vision. It's a vision that is built from my story, from inside out. So, and I know that you cannot lead others into clarity if you are building a confusion. Welcome to Create Your Own Economy with Bunmi Ajibade, the podcast that empowers corporate professionals ready to break free and transition into entrepreneurship with confidence and clarity, as well as business owners looking to grow and scale their businesses. If you're exhausted from building other people's dreams, leaving you little time or energy to focus on what truly matters to you, you are in the right place. Each week, we provide actionable strategies, expert interviews, and real-life success stories to help you turn your ideas into thriving business. Ready to take bold, clear steps toward life and business you deserve? Let's get started. What if I told you that I am using the same system I coach others with to start my new skincare brand from scratch? You know, starting a new business is more than a strategy. You can have all the strategies and all that, but you need clarity. You need alignment with your purpose. Does the business purpose align with your purpose? And then using my ACE coaching framework, ACE coaching framework that I use with my clients for myself in starting my business, a new business, it has been amazing. So this is going to be a 3-part podcast series that will really I really want to take you on a real-time entrepreneur journey so that you see me from the beginning as I'm building the new business, the new skincare business with my own coaching framework. And I would love you to join me on this journey. So welcome to Create Your Own Economy podcast, where I coach corporate professionals transitioning into entrepreneurship. But this time around, I'm giving you behind the scenes of my own new entrepreneurial journey, a new journey with new products, new brand. I am so excited with this. So it's going to be a 3-part series, as I said, and I will take you behind the workings, the coaching myself as I build my luxury skincare line from scratch. And this is inspired, it really inspired by my roots. From Western Nigeria. I have a story, I have a connection with my grandmother, God rest her soul, and also the needs that I have seen in the beauty industry, the skincare industry, because I have had a fair share of my own use of skincare products. I happen to work in a company that manufacture, they have great skincare products. But at this point in my existence, I am having a focus away from chemicals or synthetic products. My focus is on real nature, real products from nature, right from my grandmother, story from my grandmother. So I will be talking more on that, talking about my story. But this is the beauty the beautiful part of it, I will be using the same 10-step guide that I have for anybody that goes into my website or that connects with me. I have that guide. I know you cannot see it, but I printed the guide, and I tell you, I am working on the guide and writing and following the guide because the system works. It works. That same framework that I use with my clients. So, this first episode, as I bring you into the back story of this new journey where I'm developing organic and natural skincare products, I am excited. So, this first episode is going to talk about my vision, how my vision goes or moves to my venture, and why I'm starting a skincare brand. And remember, this is a purpose driven business. And because it's purpose driven, it has to have clarity. I'm starting the skincare brand with clarity. Uh, my coaching framework, my coaching framework is ACE, where you have awareness and there is clarity and there is execution. It is very simple, but each of them will have some tactics in between, but I just make it really, really simple. So my journey is personal. It's rooted in my heritage, my grandmother's skincare routine. She used shea butter, she used coconut oil, they used camwood, some people call it sandalwood here, and they just make it really, really simple, really simple. No chemicals, nothing. And I tell you, by the time she passed, she was over 100. She looked good. She really, really looked good. So I'm retracing my steps and going back to natural, organic products for my skincare. And, I've always loved skincare, and as I said, I worked in the skincare industry, and but this particular journey started 2 years ago. Making my own researching and really making my own skincare oil and all that. And I didn't tell people, but as people see me show up on my podcast or even on my live, or when they see me in person, they were asking questions. What is going on? Your skin glows. What are you doing? And people know that I'm not really good at putting a lot of makeup, because I feel that if you have good skincare routine, you don't need to cover up your skin. So then when I looked at my story, then I looked at my purpose, I found that there is an alignment between who I am, who God created me to be, and also the purpose of the business. So I'm not doing it to trend, I'm doing it to serve, I'm doing it to help other people. So it's not just a business, it is a vision. It's a vision that is built from my story, from inside out. So, and I know that you cannot lead others into clarity if you are building a confusion. So let me repeat that. That's a little quote. You cannot lead others into clarity if you are building in confusion. So I have my 10-step guide, and I have my ACE coaching framework that I follow. It is a religion because it works. So A is awareness. And this is the foundation for the success of any venture that you begin. And also, I was able to really sit down and define my vision, define the purpose for the business, and my long-term vision for the business. What is the business goal? And then I went ahead and identified my ideal clients. Who are my ideal clients? What are their challenges? What are their needs? What do they need? And also, I'm looking at what are the current issues that they have. What are their current issues? What are the pains? And what are some of the obstacles affecting them? And how are the pains that they feel, the needs, the challenges, how are those affecting how they show up on a daily basis, whether in their job, on their job, or in life in general? How is it affecting them? So, and then I'm also embracing some challenges, because you know there are going to be challenges, embracing the challenges and cultivating resilience. Because if you still have the 10-step guide, one of the steps is really assess your readiness. I had to be true to myself. Are you ready? I know I've been on the journey for about 2 years, but I asked myself, are you ready now? Is it time? Are you prepared mentally, emotionally, financially? Are you ready? Can you take on another thing? And I want to tell you, as I thought I was ready and everything, then life will always show up. And life showed up. I had to have surgery and all that, but because I knew I was ready, because I have done the pre-work, I have really taken time to assess where I am in starting a new business, I was able to focus. And then identifying the gap between the skills that I need. So I asked myself, if you want to formulate skincare products, do you have the skills? No, I don't. So you know what I did? I then hired a coach and a mentor who is helping me through this journey. So I encourage you, don't say because you don't know, then you shy away from working your dream. You shy away from making your dreams to come to reality. I encourage you, if there's something that you need, if there's an education, a knowledge, a resource that is missing that you need, go find it. Look, you can look online for free resources, but I tell you, those free resources are good, but they will not give you that early traction that you need. So for me, really working with a coach and a mentor who has his own skincare line, and he helps other people to do the same. So I am really very excited to work with him. And the second part of the coaching framework is ACE, is C. And this is where I was able to focus on what matters most. Prioritizing, some of the goals that I set towards the branding, the formulation of the products, and even the company itself, where I prioritize goals and that will really impact the business, that will make the development of a clear, actionable, plan towards the growth of the business. And at that point, I was also able to pinpoint what are some roadblocks ahead for me, and how do I overcome the roadblock. So I developed a customized blueprint with the support of my coach and my mentor, and we've had one-on-one coaching sessions and how to overcome those things. And at times, I'm overzealous, or I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can go. And he will tell me, no, you can't. You just have to do your research. If you have any questions, bring those questions to me. And one of the things that I used that has really helped me is the 12-week year concept, where I have goals that I need to achieve in the business. And I didn't just make it. You remember, I started 2 years ago. I didn't just say, oh, I will launch my skincare product next year or by the end of the year. No, I actually really set goals, short-term goals. And in each of those goals, I had actionable plan, tactics. How will I make it happen? This is the goal. What do I need to do? Does it mean that every goal I set went as planned for every week of the 12-week year? No. And that will be another episode. But what I love about the 12-week year concept is that when something doesn't work, I'm able to really change it and course correct as I move along, instead of waiting until it's end of year and I really don't know what to do or what I'm doing. But the other thing is I also have a group of people that will work together, we share. They have their own one they are working on, and I have mine, but we have accountability, and then there is ownership. I take ownership of what I'm doing, but again, there's accountability within the group. And this has really helped me to increase my confidence in a business that is new to me. But I'm also so excited because I'm using my coaching framework to really work this from the beginning. And this is my call to action to you. If you have ever wondered whether my coaching system works, this is the behind the scenes proof, and I will take you along. And if you want to be part of it, let me know so that I will add you to the community. Also, sharing some new things that I'm doing towards the building of the business. And also, if you want to be the first to know when I will launch in October, let me know, and I will put you on the list. So I am building an authentic brand. This is real time with real clarity, using Claro Growth Resources coaching framework that is called ACE: assess, clarify, and execute. So, and if you are also ready to clarify your own business vision, your own business idea, I encourage you to grab my transition from corporate to entrepreneur, the 10-step guide for success, and use that guide, mark it, use it. And if you have any questions, I'm here to support you. You can book a clarity session. I'm so excited about this series. This is the first one, and I make sure you follow me and also share, because in my next episode, I will go deeper on how I'm using the strategies to bring this business to life. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in to Create Your Own Economy with Bunmi Ajibade. I hope this episode gave you the clarity and inspiration to take the next step in your entrepreneurial journey. If you're a corporate professional feeling stuck or unfulfilled, and you are thinking about starting your own business, but find yourself asking, how, what, where, who, or when, I invite you to download my special curated guide, Transition from Corporate Professional to Entrepreneur, the 10-step guide for success. This guide is designed to make your transition smoother and less stressful. Afterward, schedule a clarity call to map out your personalized success path. We invite you to write a review, like, and share this episode with anyone who needs this information. See you in the next episode.